beauty, I think.
But being a star kid, star son, कितनी responsibility बढ़ जाती है अपना performance best करने के उसके बाद.
I mean, if you think about it in terms of this film,
Center.
yeah. I think if you think about it in terms of this film, I've seen the film many times, and I've seen the film with a lot of people, and I think in terms of my performance right now, if I could go back and change anything, I don't think I would change much, to be honest. I think for the particular characters in the film and the kind of world that the film was set in, I think it's kind of worked out pretty well. So yeah.
तो कहीं ना कहीं मतलब disappointment या कुछ ऐसा कुछ हुआ कि मतलब opening को लेकर?
Yeah. I think very good question. I think what happens is film बनाना एक चीज़ है और फिर जब उसकी marketing होती है और especially this kind of a film, it's very sometimes difficult in 2.5 minutes in a trailer to make sure people get exactly what's going on. You know what I'm trying to say? It's एक तो दो दुनिया है फिल्म में, एक मिर्जा साहिबा की कहानी है और एक आज आदिल सूची की कहानी है, और जो कॉमन लिंक है वो म्यूजिक है जो लोहारों के गली से आता है, और वो म्यूजिकल फोक सिंगर्स एक्चुअली दोनों कहानियों को नरेट करते हैं. दैट्स वन थिंग. सो दैट्स अ वेरी न्यू वे ऑफ टेलिंग अ स्टोरी. ओके. सेकेंडली, जब गुलजार साहब लिखते हैं तो शायद इंस्टेंटली आपको सारे वर्ड्स समझ में नहीं आते. I think एक बार if you listen to it again and again, then you understand the meaning of it, and then you're like, wow, and I think the way of storytelling is very lyrical, it's very poetic. और जो गाने हैं, that is actually taking the story forward, so it's like जैसे folk theatre में होता है या Broadway में होता है, that's kind of the way of kind of telling. तो I think बहुत सारी नई चीज़ें जो ये फिल्म में हो रहे थे और है. And maybe हमारा जो पहला theatrical trailer था, we could not communicate that as clearly. I think that affected the start on Friday morning. Then on top of that, I think it's so different. The film is so different that it kind of ranges from extreme reactions. If you buy into the world, then you love the film. If you don't, then you don't understand it and you just don't like it. So मैंने बहुत बार I had said in my interviews a lot of time that it's not a film for everybody. If you buy into the world, great. If you don't buy into the world, you may not like it as much, but visually and musically, it's still very enchanting. Obviously, there are no, item numbers or ज़्यादा dialogue बाजी नहीं है. It's not that kind of a film, So I think that is kind of reflected somewhere, and look, yeah, every film has its own destiny, and it's not like I set out to do it's not like I set out to do a huge mainstream masala film and it's not done the numbers. I think with these kinds of films, if they connect, then they connect, and if they don't connect, then they like Ux, when it came out, it didn't connect at that time. Today, people keep talking about the film. The same with Delhi 6. And when you're working with somebody like Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra, that's what it is. He's going to push the envelope every time. Sometimes it may work, sometimes it may not. With Milkha it worked. Nobody was making biopics at the time. Rang De Basanti was ahead of its time. But it's a film to be so proud of, and I think people will slowly start appreciating it. I mean, there are people that are already appreciating it. The only disappointment for me is I feel more people should have seen this film in the theatre. Now people will download it. It leaked on YouTube. Or that also hurt the numbers. And people will see it on satellite when it shows on Star. And so people will eventually see it. But I think, with each film, you cannot achieve everything. You can't achieve festivals, film festivals, and all India box office numbers and overseas numbers. That's very rare, So I feel with this film, people have really appreciated my performance. People have really appreciated the cinematography and the music. I got to walk the red carpet at London Film Festival for my first film. Who has that happened to, and that was amazing. We got into Busan, we got into Chicago. From now on, maybe I will I think Bhavesh Joshi is more commercial. So let's see the numbers.
क्या compliment मिला अनिल जी से?